Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Sky High, episode number 6. 6. That's right, 6, boys and girls, and there's a lot of sports ball topics to cover, of course, but today I'm going to be primarily focused on football, soccer, and so I know a lot of you motherfuckers are gonna get all bored and shit. Like, oh, soccer, stupid. We're Americans. Like, all right, dude, whatever, man. You don't want to fucking watch it? Just leave. Get out. I give you that option. I'm a generous, courteous man. But enough of my Kanye West mode. Let's move on to some news about Bolton Wanderers. Bolton Wanderers FC was on the verge of expulsion, just like Barry FC a couple of days ago. But hey, they found an ownership group that purchased them within that 14-day deadline, and hopes are looking great for Barry FC right now, which is something that I read yesterday in a news article where they're going to have a meeting. I believe someone's going to try to appeal to rescind the expulsion for Barry from the English Football League, so hopefully they will have an adequate buyer. I believe the price tag was around $7 million, £7 million, I apologize, for the purchase of Barry FC. So, hey, if any rich motherfuckers are out there who just wants to, spend $10 million, buy Barry FC. Save the goddamn football club, man. That's all I'm saying. Because like I talked about with Barry FC, as simple and as really meaningless as sports is, it, in a way, it's such a meaningful thing. As meaningless as it is, football is very meaningful, right? I mean, you could say that with all sports. There's this idea of community. There's this idea of, watching sports and understanding meritocracy, failure, success. It's so many great lessons from sports. It's the things that you get from sports, like I said, community, getting friends, high-fiving each other when good shit happens. So hopefully Barry FC can find a process that can help them out. Because yes, I believe the last time that I read an English football club was expelled from the English Football League was Maidstone in 1992. So hopefully we don't have anything that dire, and we can still keep a football club like Barry around in England, in the English Football League, to be precise. Because 125 years within the Football League, and then you do this shit, it's disgusting. It really is. I don't know. And I get it. The ownership group for Barry was horrible. They were terrible fucking people. Not denying that. But again, there is some level of responsibility and culpability that the English Football League has to see to it that the ownership group can maintain a healthy level within the club as a business. Am I talking crazy? Is the weed making me talk crazy, or is common sense just a fucking crazy thing now? I don't know. I don't know if it is. Because logic and rationality can't make sense of coincidence, or some people call destiny. And yes, Arsenal is going to be participating in the Carabao Cup during the September 23rd week. They are going to be facing Nottingham Forest. I believe that's going to be at the Emirates. So, return of Carl Jenkinson in the Carabao Cup. So, hey, good times ahead for the Gunners, hopefully. They take these domestic cup titles very seriously. I know the Carabao Cup isn't really a big deal relative terms to the FA Cup, right? But it's still a cup. And it's like I said with Arsenal, if we can somehow manage one of the 4 potential, cup/title we can take, if we get one, I'm already happy. I'm already a happy camper. Carabao Cup, check, happy. FA Cup, doubly so. Epically happy. Europa League fucking final title. Oh my god, I would freak the fuck out. We would win something in Europe, like holy fucking shit. That would make my mind explode. And I mean, don't even get me started about the Premier League. If Arsenal ever wins the Premier League, okay, I'll give you this one thing right now. If Arsenal ever wins the Premier League, this whole channel might have to shut down for a day, at least. Because I won't be conscious. Like, I will be probably blasted drunk somewhere, smoking a horrendous amount of weed, and just... God, that would be the fucking day. That would be the fucking day, dude. Oh my god. It'd be insane. If Arsenal ever won the league, or ever won the Champions League, hell, even if they won the Europa League, I'd still be over the moon, but those two things, I really don't know what I'd do with myself as a fan. I really wouldn't know. I'll probably lose my voice. That's a given. That's an absolute given. But emotionally, I don't know. I don't know what the reaction would be. Would it be... I think I'd be crying, first and foremost, because I don't really fucking hide this from anybody. I cry, man. Like, I get emotional. I get fucking emotional and shit. Like, if I'm watching a movie, it's really sad. Like, if I was rewatching Up a couple days ago. Yeah, rewatching Up. And, holy fuck. Those first 5 minutes are so goddamn depressing and sad and beautiful. You can't help but cry, right? I don't even hide that anymore. I'm just like, oh my god, this is depressing shit. Like, oh my god, this is so sad. And that shit happens. But yeah, I think if Arsenal ever wins something of significance like the Premier League or the Champions League, again, I really don't know what I'd do with myself. Freak the fuck out, cry. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Crazy thought. But yeah, that's the Carabao Cup fixture for you. Having me fantasize about impossible dreams. But for one player, their impossible dream keeps on trucking. Virgil van Dijk. Putting into perspective, really, think about this. He was a Southampton player not so long ago. He goes to Liverpool. You know, I believe he lost one, right? Before he won one? Or did he come there after? I don't even fucking know. But he wins the Champions League with them. In UEFA. He is crowned the Player of the Year. Voted by, I don't know, whoever the fuck is involved with that shit. FIFA, UEFA, suck my dicka. I don't fucking know. Kind of the same shit, really. But, hey, kudos to Van Dijk. He's been absolutely incredible over the past season or so. And yeah, I understand the haters. I'm one of them. I don't like Liverpool. Like, I'm an Arsenal fan. If you're not Arsenal, I don't fucking like you. That's kind of the whole given. But yeah, he's been incredible as a defender. He's completely changed the dynamic of the way Liverpool can play, the way they've been playing. And yeah, great on him. He really has changed the face of that Liverpool team to be champions of Europe. So absolutely, you're going to get, your comeuppance in terms of individual awards when you do something like that. So, speaking of the Champions League, they announced the group stages for the upcoming season. And, boys and girls, if you don't mind, and if you have the time, I'm going to go ahead and read off these group stages, give you my thoughts on them. And let's go ahead and go over these groups real quick. Group A, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Club Brugge of Belgium, Galatasaray, Turkey. Group B, Bayern Munich, Tottenham Hotspur, Olympiacos from Greece, and Red Star Belgrade from Serbia. Group C, Manchester City, Shakhtar Donetsk, Dynamo Zagreb from Croatia, and Atalanta? Holy shit, Atalanta from Italy. Kudos on you guys. Group D. Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, and Lokomotiv Moscow. Guess where that's at? Russia. That's right, kids. Group E. Liverpool, Napoli, Red Bull Salzburg from Austria, Genk from Belgium. Group F. Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund, Inter, Slavia Prague from, obviously, Czech Republic. Group G, you got Zenit St. Petersburg, I apologize about that, boys and girls. Benfica, Lyon, RB Leipzig. And finally, Group H, you have Chelsea, Ajax, Valencia, Lille, and that's your groups. So let's go through this one by one, shall we? And yeah, if you're gonna get fucking bored, you might as well click off at this point because I'm just gonna speculate a lot with my basic ass football knowledge, just real basic as shit. So brace yourselves, kids. Group A, you have again PSG, Real Madrid, Club Brugge, Galatasaray. To me, this is very obvious. You know, you're gonna have Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain bump out, you know, fucking Club Brugge and Galatasaray, you know, superseding the top two in that group. Now, the curious question is going to be, will PSG win that group or will Real Madrid win that group? Now, likely, people's thinking would be PSG has the better forward. They have the better forward talent. I think, yeah, absolutely. You're going to put PSG up there. To me, I think the way Zidane can play through the Champions League, whether it be the group stages or the knockout stages, where we've seen him, you know, win back-to-back-to-back. I think you could definitely see Real Madrid coming off top here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a point or two of a difference between PSG, who will be facing second, and, of course, I wouldn't really be surprised with Galatasaray landing third, heading to the Europa League after that, to the round of 32. And Club Brugge, I feel like they're going to get their dicks kicked in by, you know, at least, 4 or 5 of those matches. They're just going to get their fucking teats knocked in. That's just going to happen. Now, let's move on to Group B. Yeah, that's a curious group, too. Bayern Munich, Tottenham Hotspur, Olympiacos, Red Star Belgrade. Now, 4 teams who, by and large, are very difficult at home. They are. Tottenham and Bayern Munich look like the favorites in these groups, obviously. And depending on how they play, I think Bayern Munich can definitely take this group, with Tottenham taking second. Obviously, Tottenham has their, you know, depth in their players too. You know, 4 talents are all there. Bayern Munich, same deal, but more money. So probably, I just say that route. And the talent that they've got amassed on there. If you've seen their goddamn bench, it's kind of silly. Now, here's the thing. Don't count out Red Star Belgrade and the Olympiacos. These 2 teams can be absolutely dangerous if you do not take them seriously. We've seen that with Red Star Belgrade. We've seen that with Olympiacos many, many times. So I would still peg Red Star Belgrade to go third in this group over Olympiacos, but who the hell knows? These 2 fucking teams are, I'm telling you, those dick punchers in the dark. You don't know who's doing it, but they're there to get at you. Now let's move on to Group C. In a destiny-filled fixture of Manchester City, Shakhtar Donetsk, which is just lovely. Like, that happens every fucking year for some fucking reason. Goddamn, Ukraine. Kudos to you guys for bearing with that bullshit. Dinamo Zagreb and Atalanta. Now, this is a group where obviously you see Manchester City moving forward, you know, top of their group pretty easily based on Pep, based on their talent on the starting 11, their bench, what they can actually dish out from even fucking reserve players, really. Astounding. Whereas you're going to have a real fucking scrape for that second place in Donetsk, Zagreb, and Atalanta. Now, to me, seeing as how, Zagreb is solid in Croatia, yes. Ukraine, you got Donetsk with Ukraine, also goddamn solid. I gotta just say right now, I still think, just based on how they've always performed through their history and their seasons, in the past, when the Champions League, I'm still gonna say Donetsk second, then Atlanta third, and then Zagreb fourth. I think, again, that might be the punching bag in the group, but who the fuck knows? Again, some of these countries, these kind of quote unquote obscure countries that are a little bit more eastwards. They have home environments that a lot of top-tier clubs cannot shake off. They cannot win in. So, again, teams like Zagreb's, teams like Donetsk, teams like Red Star Belgrade, they will get at you. They will get in your fucking head. And don't be surprised if players underperform because of that shit. Now, Group D. Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, and Moscow. This, I feel, is a very tough group. And you got CR7... meeting Atletico Madrid again. This always fucking happens again. And it's going to be a question of, will João Felix, now of Atletico Madrid, this young superstar prospect, will he elevate Atletico Madrid to that next level? Will he take the mantle of Griezmann? And to no one's surprise, I think Juventus is going to come out first in this group, with Atletico Madrid closely following second. And Bayer Leverkusen, as much of a fight they'll put up, I think they're going to come in third. And Moscow might be the odd man out in fourth. And yes, I still think they might win a match or two within this group, just because of the sheer, again, advantage you can have at home field in Russia. In countries like Russia, it's crazy how much of an advantage you can get. Home field advantage should actually work sometimes. And now, so let's move on to Group E, so we can get the shit on and move on. Liverpool, champions of Europe, reigning champions of Europe. Napoli, Red Bull Salzburg, Genk. This seems like an easy group for Liverpool to kind of gloss over, but at the same time, they cannot rest easy against teams like Red Bull Salzburg and Genk, who can surprisingly come out with those results. I believe they scored a couple against Chelsea a season or two ago, if I'm not mistaken, in the Europa League. But Liverpool coming out of this one, I feel, first, probably, without losses. I would say maybe one loss in there. Maybe a slip up to Napoli in Napoli. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But Napoli second, I would take that. Salzburg. I believe Salzburg can really up their game, get to third place, and Genk, again, getting kicked out. Group F. Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund, Inter, and Slavia Prague. I'll just say this right now. I think Prague is out as fourth place. But this is where shit gets curious. To me, this is where shit gets curious. Barcelona, yes. They're going to come out guns a-blazing, shooting everything they can, and will get first place. No problem. The curious part is now this. Who's going to come out on top? Borussia Dortmund or Inter? To me, despite all of their forward talents, I think Borussia Dortmund's going to flop. I think they're going to bounce to third place, and Inter, with all their new acquisitions, yes, I berate Alexis Sanchez, but simultaneously he could be the rejuvenation that offense needs. And you also got Lukaku. You got a lot of decent pieces in there in Inter. So I think Inter is going to come in second, behind Barcelona, and Borussia Dortmund comes in third, and Slavia Prague obviously misses out. Now, Group G, Zenit St. Petersburg, Benfica, Lyon, and RB Leipzig. Holy fuck. Oh, boy. St. Petersburg, I think, again, they might just get outclassed just purely based on, relative talent to the other teams. I think Lyon is looking to come out first on that group. Benfica coming in at second, and RB Leipzig third. Why do I think that? I don't know. Something about RB Leipzig that always just kind of ooms out. They just kind of sigh themselves out of whatever. So I don't really put my faith in RB Leipzig. Now, Group H. This, to me, is the death group. This, to me, I feel is going to be the best group in this competition based on their placing in the league in relative terms to how strong those leagues are. So let me read this off. Chelsea, Ajax, Valencia, Lille. To me, you got Chelsea, top 4, Ajax, champions of Netherlands and semi-finalists last season. Valencia, strong Spanish team, always can creep up on you, and they were in the semifinals of the Europa League last season, if I'm not mistaken, against Arsenal. And Lille, second or third in Ligue 1 last season, and was scoring on an offense that was just unbelievably fast and powerful, and Pepe and all those other pieces, and because Pepe's with Arsenal now. But yeah, they gave PSG a run for their money, but this is a tough group. To me, this is a real tough group, and because of all the limitations I've seen Chelsea, up front and personal, because I pay more attention to the Premier League than anything else, I wouldn't be surprised if Ajax comes out of this group first, Lille second, Chelsea third, and Valencia fourth. Mainly because of the way talent just seems to be a real easy production thing for Ajax. And I'm not saying that as a person that's, just saying, hey, fuck Chelsea. It's more like, no, dude, look at their competition. All right? And yeah, maybe Frank Lampard steps up his game, but I still think that's going to be the order. So, boys and girls, there you have it. That's my thoughts on the group stages of the Champions League that was just announced. We went through a lot of crap. At least, Bolton Wanderers, when we talked about them, they went through their crap. New ownership, still in the English Football League. Hopefully for Barry, they get some stuff done in for them. Now, boys and girls, I want to leave you off with this. Me drinking water, because I want you to stay hydrated. But the other thing is this. I frequent Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever all these social media shit. I go on there once in a while. And a lot of times, you see in the comment section, this guy's racist! I've read an article where some jackass was insinuating the phrase, third world, is racist. I had to really sit there and think to myself, are we really living in this world? The words like owner, posse, third world, those are racist words? Really? We're living in that world. All right. All I'm saying is, kids, what I'm trying to tell you from all this shit is, use your fucking brain once in a while. Maybe context and perspective. 2 things that you need. Actually, 3 things. So, math. You also need math. So, study math. You need that. So, I'm gonna sign off for now, boys and girls. So follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. Fuck off.